Hey, Kiernan, welcome in. Tanya, welcome in. Tanya, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Mixie Pina, welcome in. Oh no. What's going on? We'll begin in a couple of minutes, everyone. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour or 20 people. I had an ultrasound done and found nothing. Oh, okay. I have an ultrasound. Oh, okay. Did they tell you what the next steps are? Well, that's good news. They didn't find anything. Are you still in a lot of pain, though? We'll begin in a couple of minutes, everyone. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour to talk to my OB and see what they can do. Okay. Give me, what is endometriosis? I've heard of it before, but I haven't. Want to know the details. We'll begin in a couple of minutes, everyone. Mm. Oh, got it. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that's the next thing. Did they say if they find anything there, what treatment would you get, or would you have to wait until they can know for sure? We'll begin in a couple of minutes, everyone. We're just waiting for 10 minutes after the hour. Nope, I'm not sure what they are going to do. Probably more. Oh, okay. Or another surgery. Got it. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to take it one day at a time. Julio, welcome in. Welcome into those of you on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube, if you guys can subscribe to my channel, I'm trying to get to 500 viewers or followers. I'm at 485 right now. There's 10 of you in here. If you guys can sign in or sub, please. My mom's cousin is going through the same thing. Oh, okay. Got it. We'll keep you in our prayers. Definitely in our prayers. We'll begin in a couple of minutes, guys. Just like a minute, 2 minutes. We're waiting 10 minutes after the hour. We're gonna start with today. We're gonna start with a Jan Brett because we love Jan Brett. We love a good Jan Brett. This would be a good one. 182 over 86. Oh wow, that's high. Hey, Janelle, welcome back. Yeah, that's very. Did they say why? Yeah, that's very high. Okay, we're gonna start with Cozy in Love. I think we were here. You guys remember last time we read about the buffalo named Cozy by Jan Brett. This one is Cozy's in Love. Since we're starting our today's the last day of our Christmas decorations, we're going to be taking them down, and then tomorrow we're going to start with Valentine's Day. So it's a little Valentine's Day sneak peek. Got some buffalo here. Great end page. We love a good Jan Brett. Hey, welcome into those of you on YouTube. YouTube, I need 15 more followers to reach 500. Can you sub, please? If you sub, I'll sub for you guys. Cozy in Love. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Bish bash, bash boom. Every fall, the musk ox bulls charged each other and bashed heads. I am strong, snorted one. I am stronger, bellowed another. It was the musk ox way. Each one wanted the attention of the herd. So here is the opening of our Jan Brett with two ox duking it out as usual. Oh, it's your birthday on Friday, Caitlin? Oh, okay. We're going to keep that in mind. Birthday time. And if we will all remember correctly, with a Jan Brett loves her details. She loves her details in her pictures, and she loves her details on the sides here. So you've got some ox here. You've got some ox here. Thank you so much, Scott Jimison, for the follow. Cozy was catching his breath after a heartbreaking loss. He thought the admiration of lovely. He sought the lovely, or the admiration of lovely Lofty. She had a sparkle in her eye that set her apart. He hoped she could see that under his massive coat there was a caring heart. Left behind, he buried his aching head in the Alaskan snow. So we get a lot of information already at the beginning of this Cozy in Love. So here we have Cozy was catching his breath after a heartbreaking loss. He sought the admiration of lovely Lofty. She had a sparkle in her eye that set her apart. He hoped she could see that under his massive coat there was a caring heart. Aww. That's sweet. He didn't hear the whirling of wings. Plop! A small fish landed on his nose, and his eyes popped open. It was his puffin friend with a frantic plea for help. Cozy, Puffin called. I flew over Teardrop Inlet. Young Bella is still playing around in there. Air is getting cold. Ice will trap her. So there's the little puffin flying around, throws a fish on his nose to wake him up. He's like, get out of your funk. Get out of your love depression. Cozy leaped to his hooves, heart pounding. Bella was a beluga whale. She loved to play in the Teardrop Inlet. Her whistles and chirps sounded like silver bells. She splashed with her flukes and made rainbows. The nearby puffins would topple off their perches with laughter when she paraded by with seaweed on her head. Your life's romantic because I have seen. Oh, hey Sid, welcome back. 6-month-old, congratulations. You're in good company with our one friend from the East Coast. She is, I'm trying to remember her name. She just has a 4-month-old, Dennis. I think I remember you telling us you were going to have your baby. How are you doing? How's the baby doing? I know it's a tough I know it's a tough time. Sometimes it can be a tough time after giving birth. So here's the beluga whale. The beluga whale staying in the ocean, in the water there. It's gonna freeze over. Oh, good. It doesn't sleep. All right. Billy Cody is her name. Billy Cody. She shares her she shares her baby pictures with us. She hasn't been on today, but let me show you some of Billy Cody's baby Dennis. Let's show a really good picture of baby Dennis. There's baby Dennis. She lets us show pictures of her baby. She sends them over, and then we share them. There's baby Dennis. He's 4 months old. So sweet. Let's see if she comes on. But Teardrop Inlet was a dangerous place during the freeze up. Even when she was a baby, her mother had warned her. When the sea freezes, the entrance gets closed off. It's not called teardrop just for its shape. It is also for the tears shed when one of our pods gets locked in. Okay, so the little beluga whale is gonna get caught in this little teardrop inlet if they don't come save him on time because it freezes over. And the mama beluga whale always warn them about that. So they're gonna go see how much they can help them. Thank you so much for that. Sure enough, when Cozy slid to a stop above the inlet, Bella was singing songs and splashing rainbows, totally distracted from the ice forming. Yay! Thank you so much. One last turn under the waterfall, thought Bella, and then I'll go. So there's Bella the beluga whale. She's having literally a whale of a time. She's chasing rainbows, has no idea that the inlet's about ready to freeze over. So her friends come and they're going to try to rescue her, wake her up. But when she tried to head out of sea, she was stopped by a steely gray face. Oh no, Bella squealed from her icy pool. Oh no, called Puffin from above. Oh no, groaned Cozy. Bella tried to heave herself over the ice, which had hardened like rock. She threw herself as high as she could, but she couldn't reach freedom. It wouldn't be long before the calm water in the inlet froze over, leaving Bella no way to reach the air. Okay, so she's caught. She's having a little bit too much fun. She's having a little bit too much fun. The inlet froze over. And we're going to see how her friends... Yeah, isn't that a cute rainbow, Emily? I agree. I was looking at that too. It's really pretty. Fantastical. Not far away, the musk ox herd was bedding down for the night, with grown-ups on the outside, bighorns showing strength, and youngsters safe in the middle. But curious Lofty drifted off to follow Cozy. Oh, there's the love of his life. He's gonna go save his friend the beluga whale, and Lofty's gonna come after him. She's gonna separate herself from the herd. Cozy looked down at the tiny inlet. Then, with a huge rumble, a big chunk of glacial ice fell and splashed into the water. For a moment, he thought the wave might be big enough to help push Bella to freedom. Go, Bella, screeched Puffin, Cozy, and Lofty. Okay, so there might be a break in the ice. Let's see what happens. But Bella did not make it over the ice wall. I have to save Bella, Cozy thought. I must think of a way. Puffin landed on one of the nearby boulders carried down by the glacier. The big rock gave Cozy an idea. Aw, there's Cozy. And this is probably Lofty right here. And they're the puffins, the other puffins they're looking after. Bella the beluga whale. Simple science, he thought. Heavy rocks could take up room, and the water just might rise to a new level. Maybe all the head bumping could serve a new purpose. He took a running charge, lowered his massive horn boss, and pushed. Okay, so he's going to try to throw this big stone into the water, hoping that it'll make the water rise so that the beluga whale can make it over. Thank you, Doug, for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. Crash! The boulder landed with a tremendous splash. Puffin got the picture. Look out below, he called. Bish! Cozy bumped another huge boulder. Bash! A giant piece of mountain was next to go. So they're collecting those boulders, throwing them and seeing if it'll make any difference. Bish, bash, crash. Cozy didn't stop until boulders filled the inlet to brimming, and Belloc rode the rest of the wave into the deep Bering Sea. So he threw in all those rocks, and Bella was able to escape. Yay! Over the inlet that froze over. Cozy panted, and his poor head ached. He sat down in the tussocks and rested on a pillow of snow. Then Cozy was enveloped by silky soft musk ox quivet, the coziest, woolliest fur on earth. Aww! Look at who's come to join him. Here's Cozy. He turned to see the warm brown eyes of his admiring friend. Lofty had watched the whole thing. She knew a strong, smart, bright-hearted ox when she saw one. That's cute. Jan Brett, you gotta give it to her. Musk ox in love, commented Puffin. Musk ox in love, whistled Bella, dancing in the sea. The Puffins. I love a good Puffin. They're really cute. Princess, welcome in. Cozy and Lofty did not have to say a word. They watched the pod of belugas become smaller and smaller, pale dots beneath the sea. Then, keeping steady with musk ox ways, Cozy and Lofty headed back to their herd, muzzle to muzzle. Aww! An ox love story. The end. This is a good beginning for the month for our we're segueing into February, Valentine's Day. Today's the last day of our Christmas tree. We're going to take it down after this, and then we're going to put up our Valentine's Day tree. Cozy in love. All right, in the comment section, let's see what everybody is thinking. I give this one a 10. You cannot not read Jan Brett and not give her a 10. She's always good with the details, always good with the illustrations, always good with the story. Case Spangler, welcome in. Case, how are you doing? You started school yet? No, you don't start for another couple of weeks, right? Mexi Pina 10. Today we are drinking we're drinking lavender and chamomile tea with a honey and vanilla base for sweetness. Back to school starting in a couple of weeks. Oh, okay, new semester. All right. Janelle Howell, 10. Case Spangler, enjoy your time. It's going to be a stressful couple of months, but you can do it. You can do it. All right. Let's dig into the stacks. Let's see what we have for us today. We still have a lot of titles to choose from. We're going to take a little break from Christmas. I have 9 weeks after the new semester to finish it. Oh, okay. 9 weeks. What do you have to finish, Case? Is it just a paper? This one's called Excellent Ed. An excellent family needs an excellent dog. For all our dog lovers. We love a good Ed page. Little details there. Excellent Ed. All the Ellis children were excellent at something except Ed. Four small assignments for a research course. Or okay, yeah, you're gonna do great. All the Ellis children were excellent at something except Ed. Let's see. And all the Ellis children were allowed to eat at the table and ride in the van and sit on the couch and use the indoor bathroom except Ed. He's a family dog. He should be able to do all of those things. Elaine was an excellent soccer player. Ed preferred to carry the ball in his mouth. The twins, Emily and Elmer, were excellent at math and could add faster than a calculator. Ed could only count to 4. Edith was an excellent ballerina and could twirl on her toes. Ed could twirl too, but it wasn't the same. Ernie baked excellent cupcakes. Ed agreed. So he's a companion dog. Can't do the things that the humans do, but he can be a good companion to them. Maybe if I was excellent like Elaine, Emily, Elmer, and Edith, and Ernie, then I could eat at the table and ride in the van and sit on the couch and use the indoor bathroom, Ed thought. But what was Ed excellent at? There's his thinking face. Getting goofy. Goofy dog. Then he got it. Breaking stuff. I'm definitely excellent at breaking stuff. Ed thought that should earn him a place on the Ellis family table. He's going to try to do all that extra stuff when it's just, you don't do that as a dog, whether you're excellent or not. But before he could jump into a chair, Elaine zoomed into the kitchen and yelled, "I broke the record for the most soccer goals in one season." Elaine was better at breaking stuff than Ed. Because she broke the record. I must be excellent at something, Ed thought. Then he got it. Losing stuff. Just last week, he lost himself when he wandered out of the backyard. I'm definitely excellent at losing stuff, Ed thought. Yeah, because he's digging it. Hey, Melly, welcome in. Ed thought that earned him a ride in the van. But just as he was about to jump in, Elmer shouted, "I lost a tooth!" "Me too," Emily said. Elmer and Emily were better at losing stuff than Ed. This is really creative. I must be excellent at something, Ed thought. Better than Elaine, Emily, Elmer, Edith, and Ernie. But what? This is really creative. Forgetting stuff. He always forgot to wipe his paws, and he forgot that he shouldn't water the rose bushes, and he always seemed to forget that he had just eaten. "Ed, you just ate," Dad said. I'm definitely excellent at forgetting stuff, Ed thought. He was sure that earned him a nap at the couch, but then Edith made an announcement. Let's see what he confuses this for. "I'm the new lead ballerina. When I auditioned, I just forgot to be nervous and danced my best ever." Ed whimpered. He wasn't even the best forgetter. Maybe I'm not excellent enough to be part of this Ellis family. Aww. She forgot about her nerves. Just then, Ernie dropped half of his peanut butter sandwich. Ed gobbled it up. "Wow, Ed, you are excellent at cleaning the floor," Ernie said. "Yes, I'm an excellent floor cleaner. Maybe that's why I don't eat at the table." He gets the peanut butter sandwich. Then Emily and Elmer walked in the front door. Ed jumped up and covered them with kisses. "Ed, you're excellent at welcoming us home," Emily and Elmer said. "Yes, I am excellent a welcomer. Maybe that's why I don't go away in the van." Oh. He's always happy to see the twins. Later, the family squished together on the couch, and there was no room for Ed, so he lay across Edith and Elaine's feet. "Ed is excellent at feet warming," Elaine whispered to Edith.
Yes, I am excellent feet. I am an excellent feet warmer. Maybe that's why I can't sit on the couch. Ed wagged his tail. He was an excellent. He was an excellent Ellis after all. So he found his excellency in the Ellis family. Now, if he could just figure out why he wasn't allowed to use the indoor bathroom, I think that goes without saying. The end. Excellent Ed was a good follow-up to Jam Brett. Not as strong as a Jam Brett. Story was creative. I give this one an 8. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. We started the live with Cozy and Love by Jam Brett. And then we just finished with Excellent Ed. 1 or 2 in the comment section. Which one's your favorite? I'm going to go with 1. I really like the Jam Brett series. Mexi Pena 1. Mia Lorenzo 1. Janelle 1. I agree. All right, let's dig into the stacks. See what we can find. Stacy 1. I've been sitting on this one for a bit. Let's look through this one. This one's very creative. The Blue Velvet Chair. I really love this orange and this blue together. The Blue Velvet Chair. We've got this cobalt blue end page. We love a good end page. This one was published last year, 2025. It's a new one. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is stretch my arms up beside my ears and climb the blue velvet chair in the living room where I can see out the windows. Okay, so our friend here loves the blue velvet chair that sits across the window so she can look outside. I love the combination of orange and blue. Today, I climb the chair and I can see white snow on the roofs across the street. So across the street, she sees all the different buildings. You've got all these cable satellites right at the top. Very realistic. It's a snowy day. And brown branches on trees that used to be full and green. My breath makes tiny clouds on the glass. It's a very cozy home. Probably in New York somewhere, Manhattan. One of the boroughs. When I draw a flower, it's winter. So she draws her little figures on the window. She's drawing a little flower there. Mama says we mark time with the numbers on a clock or even pencil on the wall. I'm as tall as this line she makes, and beside the line, Mama writes my name and how old I am today. There she is with her mama in the kitchen. They're making some food, some bread, probably. There's Mama marking her on the wall to see how tall she is. Hey, Chloe, welcome in. It's always changing. We are always changing, Mama says. Oh, the little baby. Yeah, always changing, growing, moving forward. I think of the window and that blue velvet chair like that. Sometimes I climb up, and through the window I see the roof across the street is wet with rain, and the sky is gray above the building. So we're no longer snow, but we're seeing some rain. Or I see new pink blossoms falling from the trees in the garden. It could be spring. So it's springtime. Other times, the black cat licks its paws on the roof across the street. I've even seen people dancing. Aw, summertime. And squirrels jumping from branch to branch in the trees. I've rested my forehead against the glass and felt it's warm. That's summer. Summertime. And the blue chair by the window. Summer sausage, Tanya. Sounds like a good combination. And in autumn, my favorite season, the roof across the street is quiet. The trees in the garden turn orange and yellow and make crunchy piles. Look how pretty that picture is. We love fall. We miss it already. Sometimes the wind carries a plastic bag in the air, and pigeons come to so close to our open window I can hear them cuckooing. All the things that she observes out this window sitting in that blue chair. Oh, is it? I'm gonna watch Stranger Things. It's so. Yeah, I only got past season 1 and that was it. When I get ready for bedtime, the first thing I do is climb the blue velvet chair in the living room. I can see headlights on the fronts of cars and lamps lit in the garden and light from the moon. There's the mama and the daughter. We love a good moon in children's literature. Love a good moon. Mama says it's time to brush my teeth. When I am in bed, she kisses my cheek and whispers, I love you. Oh, that's a cute picture. Her little hair puffs. They're cute. I stretch my arms up beside my ears and imagine all the little ways the world might change tomorrow. Oh. And there's just a picture there, no words, of the blue chair with the sun coming in. I'm going to read the authors. It says Rio Cortez is the New York Times best-selling author of the picture book The ABC of Black History, illustrated by Lauren Sumner. The River is My Ocean, illustrated by Alicia Corin, and the adult poetry collection Golden Axe, which was longlisted for the 2022 National Book Award for Poetry. She now lives, writes, and works in Harlem, New York. Connect with her at Rio Cortez. Yeah, I felt like this is like a memory book or an experience somebody has with the blue chair. All right, in the comment section, I give this one an 8. I love the pictures. The story could have been a little bit faster, a little bit better. But overall, I give it an 8. Give it an 8. All right, let's see what everybody's thinking. We started out with Cozy in Love, a Jan Brett. Number 2, Excellent Ed. And then 3, The Blue Velvet Chair. We love a good orange and blue combination. In the comment section, let's see what everybody is thinking. 1, 2, or 3. What is everyone thinking in the comment section? Mexi Pina 1, Janelle Howell 1, Mia Lorenz 1. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Jan Brett 2, I think. That last one was really good because of the colors and the illustrations. Okay, we're gonna go back into one Christmas book. This one is called Finding Christmas. When I saw this one at the library, I thought, I'm gonna get this one because this looks like a very old-fashioned, traditional type of Christmas book. Finding Christmas. We love a good end page, especially when they can give us a green color. It's like a clay almost. You got this picture at the beginning here of this little cozy house. It's
a little burrow. They got a little chimney with a fire coming out.
The little burrow was nearly ready for Christmas. Hare sang as he decorated the tree. Squirrel sprinkled sugar on the hazelnut cookies, and Mouse scurried out the door. She needed to get her gift for Hare. The three friends had drawn names weeks ago. Hare had drawn Squirrel's name, Squirrel had picked Mouse's, and Mouse had Hare's name. Mouse had searched high and low, but she had yet to find the perfect present. Yeah, AJ, today is the Three Kings. So we usually end our Christmas on Three Kings the 6th of January. Tonight we're going to take it down tomorrow, and then we're going to put up our Valentine's Day tree. So we're going to get a whole new Valentine's Day vibe. Red everywhere. So here is the little burrow ready for Christmas. Getting ready for Christmas. Really cute. That's really pretty. As Squirrel pulled the last batch of cookies from the oven, Hare hit a high note. Could you tone it down a bit? Asked Squirrel. Hare had been singing at the top of his lungs all morning. But music's my favorite part of Christmas, said Hare. Music helps bring the Christmas spirit. Though tomorrow was December 25th, it didn't feel like Christmas yet. We love a good potbelly stove. There's Hare singing along their little ratty tree. Suddenly the door flew open and Mouse burst back in. Hurry, she cried, I need your help. Mouse must be the drama. Squirrel and Hare followed Mouse through the brambles and across the frozen stream. So the little friend comes in and says, hey, I need some help. So they go across the little stream here. Oh my, said Squirrel. She must have been too sick to fly south with the others. Aw, said Mouse. Aw! They came across this little bird who's frozen. Aw! She must have been too sick to fly south with the others. Aw, so they rescue her. We need to get her out of the cold, said Hare, and quick. It took all three of them to get the sick swallow back to the little burrow. This is going to be a really cute book. It does, huh, AJ? I was telling everybody yesterday that we started August 22nd with fall, and it went like that. It was so quick. But even in the warmth of their cozy home, she did not stir. She needs something more to warm her, suggested Squirrel. And some medicine, said Mouse. I know just this thing, exclaimed Hare. Oh, so they put the little sparrow next to the fireplace. She still wasn't getting up. They're gonna give her some medicine. He picked up the gift he had carefully wrapped for Squirrel. Go on, Squirrel, open it. Not now, whimpered Squirrel. Yes, now, you'll see, Hare insisted. Look at the pattern of the rabbit. Isn't that cool? It's just like these little layers of lines. Oh, and the squirrel's the same way too. It's like patterned lines. Squirrel unwrapped his present. Purple coneflowers, he said, my favorite. I dried them so they would last all through the winter, Hare explained. Except Swallow needs them more, said Squirrel. Aw. So he got some purple cornflower, dried it, put it in a jar. Then they realized the swallow could use it more. So they decided to give it to the little. Now the rest of the winter needs to go back. Yeah. Right, AJ? Let's speed the rest of it up. But look at the detail on this, guys. Look at the carpet. The carpet is made out of lines. Sunshine, thank you so much for the follow.
we've got these lines here. We have these lines here. And then these characters are made out of lines as well.
You're right, said Mouse. Cornflower tea will surely do the trick. Cornflower tea will surely do the trick. Without a second thought, Squirrel scampered off to the kitchen to boil the beautiful blossoms. When the tea was ready, Squirrel carried in the steaming pot. Any change? I'm afraid not, said Mouse. She's still as cold as ice. So they took those little leaves, heated them up, and made a little warm tea. A little tea set that they have for the swallow. When they put it on the bigger fire, the swallow's a little frozen. Birds are so delicate if they get hurt in any way. Squirrel picked up the present he'd made for Mouse. I think you better open this. Mouse pulled a colorful cap from the bag. How lovely, she said. This will keep me toasty warm all winter long. But Swallow needs it more. Aw. So I got a little cap. They're going to put it on Swallow. Hey, Maria Seaside, welcome in. I'm afraid it's far too small, said Hare. Perhaps if we tug and stretch, said Mouse. They took hold and yanked and pulled until at last the cap fit onto Swallow's head. So they're going to get that cap. They stretched it out, put it on for Swallow. Late into the night, as heavy snow fell, the three friends nursed the silent Swallow. Oh, how sweet. They're using the presents that they got for one another to help the Swallow back to life with the teas and the caps. When the first colors of Christmas crept across the hilltop, Mouse looked under the tree. I don't mind that we don't have any presents to open. I don't either, said Squirrel. But I'm sorry I didn't find a gift for you, Hare, whispered Mouse. Before Hare could answer, Swallow opened his eyes. Aw. They rescued Swallow. He's coming back to life. Sat up and burst into song. That's what songbirds do at first light. The three friends were delighted. Aw, so the sparrow got up and started singing. Made everybody happy. Tweet, 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 tweet. You did it, Mouse, exclaimed Squirrel. You found the perfect gift for Hare. What do you mean? Asked Mouse in surprise. Music's my favorite part of Christmas, said Hare. Aw, you ended up getting a Christmas present after all. As Swallow's song filled the little burrow, Hare and Mouse lit the candles on the tree. Squirrel brewed some more coneflower tea and placed the treats he had baked the day before on a tray. Then they gathered around the fire, sang carol after carol, and nibbled on hazelnut cookies. Who wants the last one? Asked Mouse. Looks like we all do, said Hare. But... So they got their Christmas going after all. They lit the candles on the tree, made some more teas. And they're sitting there in front of the fire, enjoying their new friendship with the sparrow. Swallow needs it more, they all said at once. And everyone laughed. Aww! This was such a sweet story. The end. Oh, it's got a Bible verse at the end here. To all those who have fed the hungry, clothed the naked, or taken a stranger in, Matthew 25. Isn't that great? Finding Christmas. This was a good one. This is a good one. Just definitely give this one a 10. My vote shifted. Definitely number 4. Definitely number 4. We started the live today with Cozy by Jan Brett, Cozy in Love. Then we went into Excellent Ed. Wasn't that a good one, Maria? I agree too. Mia. And then The Blue Velvet Chair 3. And then Finding Christmas 4. In the comment section, let's see what you're thinking. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm definitely gonna go with 4. This one's one of my new favorite ones. Mexi Pina 4. I think you guys are gonna get a 5th title tonight because we have read really quickly through these stories. You guys are gonna get a 5th title tonight. Normally we do 4, but tonight we're gonna 5th title. Mia 4. I agree. Okay, let's look in the stacks and see what we can find for a 5th title. There's one in here that I've been wanting to read, but I thought I want to keep these spread out because I don't want all the good ones to be done first. I'm looking at the titles. Let's see which one we're going to do. Aw, this one's going to be really good. The Christmas tree who loved trains. Aw. Thank you so much, Salo. I appreciate that. We have some Christmas leftovers. We love a good red when it comes to a end page. The Christmas Tree Who Loved Trains. When was this one published? 2018. Look at that cover. Isn't that a great cover? And the 2 characters waiting by the train. A pine tree grew in the farthest corner of the tree farm. She sat alone on a small patch of land that bordered the train tracks. So here you have this Christmas tree farm here. You've got the little farm in the back there. You've got these rows and rows of Christmas trees, except for this one little Christmas tree who sat towards the end here by the railroad tracks. The tree loved the trains, their speed, their click-clacking wheels, their powerful engines. When she heard one rumbling in the distance, the tree would stand tall, her needles tingling. So because she was so far away from the others, she got to see the trains come by all the time. So she really loved them. You got some of that forest friends. You got a bird there. Zoom. Her branches would ripple in the wind as the train roared past. The noise kept birds from nesting in her branches and squirrels from playing nearby. But the tree didn't mind. The trains were company enough. So with the loudness of the trains and the wind, it didn't allow the birds and the squirrels to nestle inside the leaves. But the tree really didn't mind. The tree was like, you know what? I'm independent. One morning, a little boy ran all the way to the farthest corner of the tree farm. He planned to pick a Christmas tree, but first he hoped to see a train. He watched the track. He waited. Then, zoom! His hair rippled in the wind as the train roared past. The boy smiled. He noticed the tree. She seemed to be smiling too. This is the one, Dad said. So the little boy goes all the way to the end of the tree farm, sees the little tree, and at that moment, a train passes by. All that wind blows them away. And they're thinking, uh-oh. Hey, Alexis, welcome in. Soon, a truck came to dig the tree out from the ground. Workers bound her roots in a burlap sack. The man and the boy strapped her onto their pickup and drove away. The tree could no longer hear the trains. She could no longer feel the blasting past, and she no longer stood tall either. Oh, so they decided to take the tree on the little truck there. It's a cute book. You guys are getting really good titles tonight. Really good titles. When they got home, the man carried the tree inside. He shuffled her into a corner of a room. It felt strange, dark, cramped. The tree missed her corner. She missed being outside. Most of all, she missed the trains. At night, when the house was silent, she imagined she heard their whistles. Aw, I know, Mia. Isn't this great? So there's that tree in the corner of the house. We zoom out. It's kind of dark. It's a little cold. Everybody's asleep. The fireplace is going. But the tree misses being outside listening to the trains pass by. One day, the man strung lights around her. The family hung objects from her branches. When they finished, the boy placed a star on her topmost branch. The tree fell asleep in the ringing of sleigh bells. She dreamed of trains. Aww. As she slept, she didn't notice the whoosh from the chimney. She didn't hear the boots gliding swiftly across the floor. She didn't feel the rustling under her branches. When she woke, it was to the sound of happy squeals. She heard something else too, a noise that had their needles tingling once again. Could it be? Oh, Trump Blues, Bubba, welcome back. So everything's pretty and Christmassy now. It's not so dark and cold like it was. Trees decorated, got these little stockings. The little boy's opening up some of his presents. It was. A train chugged along its track right beneath her. The tree twinkled. She carried her lights and ornaments proudly. Aw, she got her own little version of a train underneath her. She loved trains. This is a cute book. The boy played around the Christmas tree all morning long and for days after. The tree had never been happier. It was a joyous season. Aw. The tree and the little boy got their wish after all. Too soon, the man packed up the ornaments, the lights, the star. Finally, he put away the train, and the tree grew anxious. Don't worry, whispered the boy. We found the perfect spot for you. Aww! They're gonna replant it. I'm happy. I thought they were gonna have to throw them away. The man lifted her on top of his pickup. The boy jumped in beside her. They traveled down a dusty road, past a barn, a chicken coop, a scarecrow. That's when she heard it. Aw, I think they're gonna go replant her the same place. The Christmas tree farm. Look at this scarecrow. How cute. The little farm homes. Chugga, the tree stretched to sea. Chugga, the pickup came to a stop. Choo choo. As the tree stretched upright, she felt the zoom. It was even better than she remembered. Oh, they were going to replant her back where she was. That tree was locally sourced, and now they're going to put it back. The man and the boy planted the tree at the edge of the farm. There, she still loves the trains, their speed, their click-clacking wheels, their powerful engines. Her branches ripple as they pass. Birds and squirrels stay away, but the tree doesn't mind. She has the trains to keep her company. This is such a funny story. Like, who would have thought? This is probably like a personal memory of the author about seeing, trees by a train train track. And there was probably one little tree in the end. They made a whole story out of it. So cute. And even better, the little boy. Aww. They put the tree back where they found it. This is a sweet book. The end. I'm going to have to get this one for my Christmas collection. Yeah, Mia Lorenz, I was thinking the same thing too. Let's see what this says. Annie Silvestro is a book lover who reads and writes as much as possible. She can often be found shuffling piles of books around so she has a place to sit or someplace to put her teacup. Her picture books include Bunny's Book Club, illustrated by Tatiana Wise, and Mice Skating. Oh, that was that one that we read yesterday, Mice Skating. It's the same author. Annie lives with her family by the beach in New Jersey. Christmas is her very favorite holiday. And then you can find the link. This is a really good one. I'm going to have to get this one for my own collection. All right, let's go ahead and look at our books. You guys got really good Christmas titles tonight. We started out with Jam Brett, Cozy and Love. Followed that up with Excellent Ed, 2. The Blue Velvet Chair, 3. Finding Christmas, 4. And you guys got a 5th extra title, The Christmas Tree Who Loved Trains. I'm going to go with 5. This is a good one. This one's going to be a Christmas classic. I love it. This one reminds me of, I wrote a Christmas story for Joey King. It'll probably won't come out. I probably won't do it till next Christmas. But it's Joey King and the Insecure Christmas Tree. It follows the same storyline as this one, but it's a little Christmas tree that he finds that's really small and fragile. Okay, in the comment section, Mia Lorenz, 4 and 5. Janelle Howell, 5. Definitely 5. I agree, the 5th one. Alrighty, friends, thank you so much for joining in tonight. Our read alouds. As always, it's good to see everybody here. It is, Tuesday night? Tomorrow is Project Wednesday. I don't have the project made yet, but it is going to be a Valentine's Day themed ornament because we're going to take down our Christmas tree and we're going to have our little Valentine's Day one up. Red everywhere, red and pink. Alrighty, friends, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.